Yeah, let's raise it up. Let's
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you guys for joining me, Tavares Squared Up, where we practice, we exercise, we implement the squared up lifestyle. And the squared up lifestyle consists of God, family, business, country.
It boring.
There you go again, man. Every time when I got company, I got friends and family today. We got the good brother W.B. Smith, aka Wolf Smith, from High fame in the early 90s. If you know, if you don't know, I apologize. WB, how you doing, cuz?
Very good, cuz.
Good to see you. Good to see you. You know, WB lives out in California. Well, WB, what's going on with you, man? Tell us something now.
Basically, I live in California. I'm from Athens, Georgia. I was born and raised here, and I joined the Navy, and now I'm in California. You know, the high expensive prices and helping people out there.
So. Helping people out there. When you say you're in California, you're visiting California, you're on vacation in California. What do you mean?
Me and my family, we own a condo out there. So I live there.
Hold on one second, John. I'm doing an interview. Hold on. So you live in California?
Yeah.
How long have you been living out there, WB?
I've been living out there for 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah. In 2004, 2001 to 2003, 4, I was here in Athens being a hometown recruiter. Mm-hmm. And my next duty station was in San Diego, California, and I ain't never left.
You're retired, right?
I retired from the Navy in 2015. I retired from the Navy. I did 22 years.
Yeah. 22 years serving the United States Army.
No, Navy. I was in the Navy. You were in the Army. I don't know why you went that way. I told you not to. You want to be silly.
I stand corrected, guys. I did time in the Army. WB did the Navy. WB, do you have any advice for young brothers who are lost, who are confused, not sure which way they should go?
Well, yeah. Takes a lot of hard work to do anything. I feel as though young men and women, they should just follow their passion. Like my passion was to go into the military, mm-hmm. but their passion might be, you know, artists, mm-hmm. Maybe artists. You can sit around here, you can picture up, you know, you can be an entrepreneur, or you can go work at certain teas making $40 an hour. It sounds good to me sometimes.
I'll buy that for $1, man. Do you advise young brothers to go into the military even if they have those other passions like artists or entertainment or anything else?
You know, the military has programs for that.
Right.
So they have military, like one of the things you can do in the military is be a graphic designer. Mm. So you can do content, you can learn how to shape pictures, all that stuff. Matter of fact, I have to go straight out of the recruiter mm-hmm. today because my nephew, he wanted to join the Army, mm-hmm. but then old boy just said, I promise you, you can be a drone. And I was like,
he can't do that.
He can't do that.
Right.
So
right.
You need your family there. And because that stuff right there, bro, you dealing with my life. I'm 19, 21. I'm trying to do something. Mm-hmm. And then I come in there because I see it's a better thing
right.
than what I'm doing right here now.
Right.
I can go out there and actually do something else. But I want to be a drone pilot. And you lie to me and tell me I'm going to be a drone pilot.
Just to get another recruit in under your belt and get paid.
Yeah, you got to tell people the truth, bro.
Right.
You know, and that'll help you out in life.
Right.
When I was down here recruiting, I couldn't lie.
You couldn't lie. Your heart wouldn't let you.
No. I wanted to.
Why couldn't you lie?
I couldn't lie because I knew everybody in Athens, Georgia.
Right.
I sat at a table one time in Cedar Shows, and I told everybody that there was 10 people. You know how you do that 6 degrees of separation where you know that person that I hit everybody at that table.
I know somebody you know.
I know somebody close to
somebody close to you.
Yeah, that you know.
Right.
And you really want to know, we probably family.
Right.
Yeah.
We all come off some sort of plantation or whatnot. But that's another conversation.
Well, we got time.
Well, let's talk about it. What do you think the biggest inhibition for Black Americans in 2026 is? Off the top of your head, WB, what do you think the biggest problem is for Black Americans in 2026?
Well, we're looking at a lot of stuff, government, stuff like that.
Ding, 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 government.
Yes. Mostly, I'm going to tell you how I feel and where I live at.
Yes.
We are 18%.
In California?
In the town I'm from.
San Diego.
18%.
18% of the population?
Yeah.
So out of 100 people, 18 are Black?
Yeah. So when you look at that, my daughter won't come up like we came up.
Oh, no.
You know, because they see everything else. They see.
Hold on. Shout out to Baby Cammy. Baby Cammy, shout out. Your dad's here in hometown doing his thing. That's his daughter's name, ladies and gentlemen. Baby Cammy. Your daughter won't grow up like us, man.
No, because we are from the South. So we, I do a lot of genealogy. So we're from the South, and I can trace back all the way to the Smith plantation.
Describe genealogy for those of us who aren't familiar with it, if you don't mind.
So the genealogy, you know your grandma, your granddaddy, and everybody. So genealogy, I did this little ancestry.com, and I found out that I'm related to a lot of people, but it's two sides to every story. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish up the genealogy. So that just gonna tell you how you are. You hit your family tree. You know, you can go all the way back. Our last name Smith. I can go all the way back to the Smith plantation. Then we are part of our collective is the Lesters. So that's a big group in itself.
Lesters is a huge group.
Yeah. So, and that's where one of our grandmas came from. And so that right there, you have to know your people.
Yes.
Know who you are. Because I'm happy I'm from Athens, Georgia.
Of course, man.
I'm happy I'm from here. I'm happy I know third, fourth cousins.
Yes.
Everything like that.
Yes.
I'm happy I know first cousins.
First cousins. Yes.
It's all about knowing who you are so you'll have that sense of purpose.
Speak on it again. Let's speak on purpose. Come on, WB.
Yeah.
Speak on purpose. You
want to have a sense of purpose because these people be like, oh, you don't know where you from. I'm from America.
I'm from America.
Because I can show you. And I spoke to at least 3 generations before both of us had. We spoke to our great grandma. But
great grandma, Estelle Smith, Leroy Smith's wife. We come off Leroy Smith line.
Yeah. So you can talk to them. Well, I've spoke to them, but to have that in your, 5, 6 generations.
Yes.
But I pull up with you and I got 6 generations. Because I even got all your kids.
Yes, you do.
So, and generationally, you got to know where you're from so you can, you can tell your kids, we just weren't slaves.
No.
And actually, in that, got a little Blackfoot.
Yeah, we got Blackfoot in here. We got Indian in the bloodline.
So
because as we've come to learn in the last 10, 15 years, foundational Black people aren't all just slaves, right? There were natives, indigenous people who were here when the white man set foot in America, right?
Bro, I've been on a Navy ship.
Right.
I done traveled around the world.
Yes.
We got these special equipments called EVAPs.
EVAPs.
You know what EVAPs is?
No, what are EVAPs?
They make water.
They make water out of thin air?
No, make water out of seawater. So you can survive on the sea.
Desalinization, EVAPs,
yeah,
turn salt water into fresh water,
okay,
so humans can drink it.
Drink it while you're on sea.
Right.
All right. Now you go tell me in 1624, a rickety-rackety boat have no EVAPs on it, only had space for about 200 people, and they had to man the sails and do all that stuff, that you gonna break over 250 Africans at a pound?
Hey, I don't have the expertise, but that's the lie they told us. That's the history they gave us, WB.
Yeah, man. During my education here, I was in 11th grade, and I asked one of my teachers, I was like, what were they doing in Africa at that time? She looked me dead in the face and said they were nomads.
Africans were nomads.
Yeah, in the 1600s. And I looked at her and I was like, okay, she is obviously not that educated because I've learned all my whole life that Africa had civilizations and everything.
Yes.
But, you know, they had that already. They weren't no nomads.
No.
We just not going, we running around chasing buffalo.
Well, some people did, but there were vast civilizations all throughout the continent of Africa.
Yeah, they had cities.
First civilized. So, civilization comes from Africa.
So that right there is, you know, another thing, you know, and you can't sit here and just think what they tell you. You have to put on your critical thinking as a young person these days.
Yes. Yes.
Critical thinking, because we're in the world of information.
Why do we not value critical thinking as a community of people in the United States? Black American citizens.
Black Americans, because we don't think of that because you got to understand, when we grew up, we didn't have all this technology at our hands. They had other things, you know. They had, we communicated by snail mail.
Snail mail.
Like when I first joined the military, it was snail mail. But when you put all that together, you know, snail mail. Now I call you up this morning.
Yes.
And looked at you in the face. We were video calling. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that we're in a different time. We're in a different age. You know, we don't fist fight no more. We shoot.
Let's get into that conversation, WB. We don't fist fight anymore. We shoot. What is the end game for all this black on black violence? And I hate to use the term black on black violence. What is the end result of all this self-hatred, black self-hatred?
I don't think we got self-hatred. I really don't. I think young men that do that and however they doing it, they need role models. See, we had role models. We as the 90s and early 2000s, we were not the role models.
Right.
We were messed up. We had a lot of us going to prison, you know, everything like that. And we were not the role models. That's a big thing. We have to take accountability for fucking our people. I mean, excuse me. Sorry.
No. This is the squared up lifestyle, man. We survived it, and we're trying to atone for not being the role models we should have been.
Yeah, because we saw people, you know, before us was the little 70s. Then we saw the crack epidemic.
Come on.
The walking zombies.
Come on.
And so we at the first beginning of it, you know, we wasn't really, we saw it. But then as you go along, you know, we were in it.
Right.
You know, a lot of our peers have sold narcotics and everything.
Of course.
While I was young, you know.
Of course.
So we saw all that. We happened to get away from it.
We survived.
Yeah.
We escaped.
You know, and that's a beautiful blessing because in California it's rare. These cats out there are older and everything, but you know they still talking about how the good old days. You ain't got no job.
The gang banging.
Yeah.
The hustling.
Yeah.
Well, the robbing, the stealing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
when they could get away with it and survive it, and now you can't get away with it. You can't survive. The technology is so advanced in 2026 that if you commit a murder, if you commit a shooting, if you commit a robbery, you're going to be apprehended. You're going to be charged.
Yeah.
Right?
Ain't no need to do it no more.
Ain't no need to do it no more.
When they got all these things, you can go to college, you can start entrepreneurship. Man, hey, you can go be a sound man for a podcast.
Well, you could do that and make good money.
Yes. So, you know.
I think more people need to be in front of the camera, putting their story out, promoting the change that we want to see, per se.
Yeah.
Right. This squared up thing. I'm far from a square. But I had to become that in order to show people that there's a better way. There's a better way, WB.
Yeah. When you say squared up,
yes,
it's not because you're square, you're lame, and nobody.
Yeah, I want to be. I want to be square. I want to be lame.
No, you want to be mature and an adult. You squared up as a person. You standing on your square.
Mature and adult, will they comprehend mature and adult?
Well,
or do they understand I'm square? I'm a lane. I ain't got no motion. Nobody ain't checking for me. That's the brothers who winning. That's the brothers who winning, man.
Well, when you say nobody checking for you, yes, you do.
Right.
You got 5 people checking for you.
Mm-hmm.
Probably be calling you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I got 4 people calling, you know, checking on me, you know, because as a mature adult, you've made that family structure. You know, you have your kids, you in their life, so somebody's still checking for you.
Yes, I do owe my children, and I love my children, and I always speak on that. Tavaria, I love you. Tavesty, I love you. Tavares, I love you. Tara, I love you. Taylon, I love you. Tavis, I love you. I love my children. Undisputed. But I can't give my children what I don't have. And I didn't have the maturity, the direction. And I am sorry for that, guys. But we're trying to make a difference by shining a light on our deficiency, shining a light on our deficit.
Yes.
Shining a light on our dormancy when it comes to providing for the next generation.
Yeah.
Gladys gave a whole lot.
She did.
Gladys loved me and Rod immensely.
So she gave that to y'all.
Yes.
You know, as a young man, I'm in my 20s. It's a lot of things that I'm not mature about yet.
Right.
I'm not mature. Like, I thought, I'm an adult. I'm 21. No, I am not an adult. I'm not mature enough in the mind to take that next step. But in the same breath, you can show all of them, hey, look, I'm here for you. We're going to do this together. You know, just because I had a lot of things going on.
Yes.
Which I did.
Yes.
I had a lot of mental health problems and all kinds of stuff.
Mental health, let's talk about it.
Hold on. But you can be that shining light. So I can have my babies and they, you know, I don't know what your grandbabies call you, but I want all mine to call me Papa.
Papa.
You know.
Papa.
You know, just like my kids call my father, they call him Papa.
Papa.
Yeah, you know, and I love that.
Right.
Because you can't call them Pop. That's mine.
That's yours. They're your pop.
That is mine. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I came out them lungs. That's
Right.
mine.
We come from those loins.
Yeah.
Listen, you touched on mental health.
Uh-huh.
What are your thoughts on that? Let's. What are you thinking?
Well, personally, the field that I'm in California,
Mm-hmm.
I deal with a lot of mental health people. You know, I deal with a lot of, and it's a lot of Navy people that have mental health problems and stuff like that. So we're dealing with them. We're trying to help them out. Actually, I'm a part of an organization called San Diego Veteran Coalition.
Mm-hmm.
We try to help active duty and stuff. Then I work for Veterans Village of San Diego, where we have this once a year stand down thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we have try to get all the veterans. We have some people that just homeless,
Mm-hmm.
and we bring them all out. About this year, I'm expecting about 1,000 participants
Mm-hmm.
and about 450 volunteers, so they can come out there and help us find these people homes, get them off the street, stuff like that. Because it's a mental illness, man.
Right.
It really is. And I see all the things that's happening in Athens. I see all the great work that activist people are doing. And I'm just like, yes, you're on the right path. Because in what I've been seeing on my approach, I want to start a nonprofit down here.
I suggest you do. Yeah. I suggest you do.
I can't do that right now. I'm doing my thing, you know. But if I come down here, it'll be a nonprofit, homeless, helping people, you know, because I really feel that they just lost their way. They lost their family.
Right. Their family turned against them or let them go, or perhaps even died off or whatever the circumstances are.
Your family don't turn against you. You might not be able to talk to some people, but, you know, if you can't talk to nobody in family, that's you. That's a you problem.
You've done some things.
You've done something.
Burnt some bridges.
You know, maybe you were still not their house. Like we not gonna name names.
It happens, man. You know, addiction is real, man. Addiction is a health crisis.
Yeah,
as they've denoted now.
But it wasn't no health crisis when it was crack.
No. It wasn't no health crisis then. Quick question. The work you're doing in California, are you creating content around the work that you're doing?
Yeah, we have a podcast for one of my director roles for the San Diego Veteran Coalition.
Okay.
And we interview people and we put them on the podcast and we, you know, make sure.
Hear their story. And
yeah.
Check on them, follow their updates.
Yeah, follow their updates. You know, we do that for people. We're doing it for San Diego right now. But we'll be doing it for Southern California. Okay. I got a friend, Ed Lathan. He does a podcast. Very good, you know, young brother from Chicago. You know? Okay. He ain't country.
Lathan.
His name Ed Lathan. He ain't no kid. He's from Chicago. Okay. Yeah.
Did he live in L.A.?
No, I don't think he did. You know, he was doing that Marine thing. He was in the Marines for 22 years. Okay.
So, personally, you don't have a podcast. You're not putting out anything on your own.
Nah.
Do you think you might want to do that? Do you think? Because they need to hear the voice, man. I'm sure the audience, we got a nice crowd here today. You know, people want to hear what you got to say, WB.
Well, I have you that I can rely on. and also got my, you know, I'm so vast in I know my family.
Right.
What is it? Talk Barbershop? Ricky King?
Oh, yeah. Talking random.
Yeah, Talking Random. Yeah. That's my other cousin on my mama's side.
You know, their studio is right across the street.
Yeah, that's my other cousin on my mama's side.
And they got a show tonight. Thursday night is their night. Talking Random. Yeah.
I didn't even know that, bro. I think I watched reruns. You know, I always call him and everything. He came out to California, saw me, but yeah, I'm proud of it. 10 years. I'm waiting for you to get to 10 years. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep on your grind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and that's a nice show. And he talks about mental health because we have mental health. You know, we as Black people, we didn't go to the therapist.
No,
you know why we didn't go to the therapist?
We have knowledge or access to the therapist.
No, we went to Mama's house. We went to Grandma. In our case, Grandma Estelle Smith. Mm-hmm. We went to Grandma's house.
Well, hold on. Was that so wrong?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't think so.
I think that was my therapist and how I grew up.
Right.
So, you know, Mom made me mad.
You know,
either I go talk to Estelle or I go talk to my other grandma, Cap. Mm-hmm. You know, and they'd be like, "You gotta do this, don't worry about it." Mm-hmm. And I think more Black people have gotten away from that, maybe because they didn't know their grandparents.
Right.
They didn't have that family structure.
Right.
And that's what we need to get back to.
How can we get back to it when the social media, when the music, when the entertainment apparatus is telling us, go, 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 individual, individual, individual? The only people who appear to be focusing and gravitating to family are the newcomers, the immigrants, the people who are in a strange land and holding true to the things that kept them strong in their home country.
Well, you said immigrants.
Right.
Our family, we don't know each other. Right. You know, you should be more, I'm trying to meet my cousins and everything, because that's to be the family structure.
Yeah.
Because usually when the matriarch dies off, we fall off.
Yes.
So
Miss Estelle.
That was the matriarch.
Yes.
But problem is, I knew everybody. So I'm always constantly trying to go around my family.
Right.
You know? And I always try to bring them together. Like, you know, I just talked to one of my cousins in Atlanta, got on the phone with a cousin down here. They're going to do a collaboration at Better Bites.
Better Bites.
So they're going to do a collab at the Better Bites. And, you know.
Can we give a shout out to Better Bites? That's Nitra, right?
Yeah, that's Nitra.
That's cousin Nitra. Nitra, listen, if you want a big back plate, get in touch with Better Bites. They're on Facebook. Better Bites, Nitra, and don't meet us there. Beat us there. Get your back big, baby. Get your back big.
Yeah. I hooked up with Nikki. And, you know, they're going to work on a little collab and everything. Because, you know, my cousin Nikki, she on them shirts and everything.
Nikki Jones.
Yeah.
Nikki Jones. Let's shout out Nikki Angel. All right. That's VNJ up in Morrow, Georgia. That's the Atlanta to Athens Connect. These are all Miss Estelle's children. These are all Mr. Leroy's children. And it's 2026, man. We doing it bigger and better than it's ever been done before. Shout out WB. WB. Listen, man, I know you in town, you enjoying yourself, you're vacationing. I don't want to hold you, man. You want some closing words on this particular?
Let's just say happy that I have a foundation in Athens, Georgia that gave me mental health stability.
Yes.
That I can talk to people.
Yes.
That gave me a foundation of being a young Black man.
Yes.
You know, because that's one thing I'm a Black man first.
Yes.
Before I joined the Navy, before I did anything else, people saw me as a Black man.
Saw you as a Black man. That's right.
So I'm just happy that we have that foundation where we can call our people, you know, and get checked up on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I feel you got to get checked up on a lot.
Yes.
And I really do happy that I have relationships with people I can call. Now, I ain't never burned no bridges. I don't do no little
fuck shit. No fuck shit. So you still got.
I'm really trying to be respectable on your podcast, cuz.
Listen, we are grown black men who are trying to illustrate and exhibit that black men ain't bad.
Nah, we not bad. Shit, we fuck up every now and then.
You goddamn right we
but
fuck
we keep
up.
rolling,
Shit,
you know
we goddamn, we covered by the grace of God, man.
Yeah,
we covered by the mercy of
you
God.
know, our moms and grandmas praying over us.
Come on, man.
And like right now, I'm praying over. I'm happy that I got a prayer.
Yes,
I got a prayer. I say this to my daughter before I put her to bed every night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I say the Lord's Prayer. She'd be like, okay, amen. Then I go, thank you.
Yes.
I thank you, Callan.
Yes.
Thank you, Grace.
Yes.
Thank you, Esther.
Yes.
For giving me another day of life.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
Thank you, Grandma Julie.
Yes. Yes.
For starting our family.
Yeah.
You that's the person I like to trace back to.
That's right.
That's why we go to the Lester family reunion.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma.
Yes.
Ma is Estelle Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how we connected.
Yes,
but
sir.
Thank you, Ma, for teaching me kindness.
Yes.
And love.
Yes.
And honor my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Nana Eunice. That's my mother. That's my wife's mother.
Yes.
Her name is Eunice.
Miss Eunice.
For bringing me my daughters, my wife, being kind to my kids.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you. Thank you.
Then I said, thank you, Casey. Casey Payne, my cousin, for taking care of your family, being there for everybody, and also watching over the family in prayer and every day. And then I just added my little cousin Lexus to it. And the final name I say is Lexus. I love you. And the family put. Hold on.
Take your time, cuz. Take your time.
That's my baby.
Take your time, man.
But she had a heart attack. They just buried her like a week ago. Yeah. And I couldn't make it to the funeral. It hurt my heart. You know what I'm saying?
We're sorry, Wanda. We're sorry, Wanda. We're sorry, Wanda.
One of, that's people. I was a little ahead of her.
Right.
But she saw me and, always made sure she was good, always watched after her.
Yeah.
So that's my little prayer that I say every night.
Yes.
And make sure, that all that comes from the heart.
Yes. Yes.
Because without them carrying you for 9 months, you wouldn't be here.
That's right. Our mothers, man.
So
our mothers.
I respect them so much. And, that's my heart. And that's what I say to my daughter. You got to say certain things to the people that carried you.
That's right.
You came from water.
That's right. In your physical, you speak to them spiritually. And while you still got an opportunity, you speak to them physically. Tell your people you love them. Yes. Listen, WB, I love you, man.
I love you too.
I love you, man. You know what, man? Let me come out to his home in California and just open up his home to me, man. Let me come in there and act like a goddamn fool when I was heavy into other shit. Huh? And never did he assail me for that. Never did he criticize me or chastise me for that.
Why should I? Well, you have things going on in your life.
Yes.
Troy, I knew you were hurting, but I was always there. You wanted to talk to me. You talk to me, call me. You can go ahead and whatever you need. You come out there to San Diego and you need to lay your head down.
Yes.
I'm going to have you lay your head down.
Yes.
And my hand, and where I can put my hands on you.
Yes.
And tell you might be messing up a little bit.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I was doing my thing out there too at that time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
We had fun, and that's what we needed.
Right.
Because I had really family visit me every now and then, but you know,
You're out there.
and I wasn't out there at the time.
Right.
I was out there while you was visiting. You know, I had a couple of staples.
Yes. Yeah. No, we're not going to incriminate anybody, man. Can I say a prayer? Because I always keep it prayed up.
Hey, yes, sir.
Dear Lord, thank you for blessing us with the opportunity to live these lives. Please keep us covered with grace and mercy, which only you can bestow upon us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen, amen, amen. W.B., I think that's it, man. If you cool with it, I'm cool with it. We're going to shut this thing down, man.
That sounds good to me. You like it, you know. Always a pleasure to come by and talk to you.
Listen, man, we squaring it up lifestyle, God, family, business, country. This has been the interview with the good brother, my cousin, W.B. Smith, Wolf Smith. I'm Troy Smith, for those who don't know. But I go by the name of Tavares Squared Up. We practice, we exercise, we implement the squared up lifestyle. Thank you guys so much for joining us. W.B. Yeah. The game been good, man. The game been good. Thank you guys for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. We will talk to you guys next time. God bless. Lazy love. It's what we love.